we start with name and position?
Sure. My name's Alec Oughton, Oughton, and I'm the fire chief for Aurora Fire Rescue.
What did you respond to today?
So about 9:50 this morning, AFR units received a call for a structural collapse at the Gaylord in the pool area. And we had units that were already on scene. They were doing some training, and so they were able to respond very quickly to the pool area and found a component of the air conditioning system, the HVAC system, that had collapsed into the pool area. The units, it's my understanding that we're about between 50 and 100 people in the pool area at the time of the collapse. And we transported 6 people from the incident, 2 with critical injuries and then 4 with non-life-threatening injuries. We don't have any information about what led up to the collapse. There will be an investigation. That'll be all the Gaylord's responsibility. It's not a fire department investigation, but I know they have an interest in looking into what happened and getting to the bottom of it. On a personal note, I would just like to share that the men and women of this agency, they train for this type of incident every day. And the structural collapse team was here, the technical rescue team, as well as fire engines and ladder trucks that came to help take care of the victims and mitigate the emergency. So I'm super proud. I know that they trained for this, and we really have the best of the best in this city. So I'm happy to share that. They were rapid response and very effective response in caring for our community.
When did the call come in?
Call came in at 9:50 this morning, right around 9:50 this morning.
Response time for additional units to get here? I know you said some folks are already here.
Yeah, I don't have all the information about how the units arrived, but generally just looking at our history, we're about 10 minutes before we can put an effective response force on scene to handle all of the different components of what's required to mitigate the emergency.
The critical injuries, adults, juveniles, young people?
Yeah, I don't have all the information or details about the patients at this time. Anything else?
Is there anything else that you want to know?
No, I just like I pointed out, I want to say it again because I can't say it enough. The men and women in this department are second to none, and I'm super proud of how they responded. Watching them circle up after just to figure out how it is they can continuously do their job even better is really impressive. And I think the community should be very confident in their fire and rescue services and the people that are serving here. So thank you for letting me share that.
How are the kids?
Sir, what's the question?
How are the kids that got injured?
I don't know. I don't have any information on patient outcomes at this time, but I'm sure we'll be able to share that with you when we get that information.
Chief, once again, would you tell me again the training that was going on here with the units already on scene?
So they do physical training over here. We have a great partnership with the Gaylord. They let us come over here and run their stairs. Big part of the fire department as industrial athletes, they need to be fit and ready to respond to any type of emergency. And so the Gaylord allows them to use this staircase. It's a taller building, and so they are allow them to use this staircase to do PT.
And you said that you guys have trained for the incident that happened here, right?
They train for technical rescue incidents. They train for structural collapse. They train for lifts. They train for trench rescues and confined space rescues. The technical rescue team trains for all of the exceptional emergencies that occur in the community, the things that are kind of out of the box or different than what the normal fires and emergency medical responses are. And so they spend, in fact, I was at the technical rescue station last night. They were training on trench collapse. And so they just continually are looking for ways that they can improve their service to the community and be ready for whatever curveball comes at them during their 24-hour shift.
As far as the collapse or whatever happened here, is there a continuing imminent threat to the structure?
No, there is no additional threat. Our folks have gone in there and isolated the area, and so and we've been working with the Gaylord just to make sure that nobody goes in that area until they can get someone in there to take a look at it and just verify that everything's good to go.
I mean, like those operations are going to be like from the Gaylord, correct?
Sir?
The updates like for the operations, that's going to be with the Gaylord, correct?
Yes. As far as what caused it, what led up to it, or how it might have happened, that information would all come from from the Gaylord. Yes, sir.
You know how many kids,
I don't know that information. I'm sorry.
Is Aurora Fire going to be working with the Gaylord to prevent kind of this in the future?
So we'll work with any business partner in the community to figure out ways to reduce risk for their clients, their customers, just our residents in the community. And so we're constantly available to work with our agencies on fire prevention or risk reduction in their business. Thank you guys so much. I appreciate you.
Thank you.